Awesome. I'm jumping back on because I was having a technical error on my end. Now, apparently, that you guys were watching in, and I think that's awesome. Thank you for tuning in. I only started getting the comments after the live feed finished. So you know what? Let me jump back in and answer a few questions right now. And I will answer them again tomorrow's feed because I want to make sure that you guys get it. But absolutely. Deb asks, and this is a fantastic question, can you play with black and white photos the same way? The answer is absolutely yes. You can absolutely play with black and white photos in the same way. In fact, that's a mistake on my part. I meant to show you that. So you know what? Maybe I'll jump in tomorrow and show you a quick trick with black and whites, or how to get the best black and whites out of the photos you've got. So I love that. What are the best effects for group pictures? That is a fantastic question. That's from Sabrina. Group photos, best filters. You know, my big trick with group photos is I tend to like to use the focus trick a lot more. Also, with me, I tend to fill the frame. I tend to get as close to the people as possible because I really like facial features and expressive faces. So I want to show off these really expressive faces and really kind of get the best of people there. So that's a possibility there, is just to really kind of show, I really like to get right in there and show off the faces. So that's best effects for group pictures. You know, desaturate the background and try and keep the faces stronger. There's actually this really cool setting in iOS, so iPhones and iPads, that allow you to desaturate everything but skin tones. So you can really make the faces pop. That is by far one of the best filters you'll ever get or you'll ever use. And then it's just balancing for the lighting so you can really get these fabulous effects and have your group stand out from the background. So I love that question. Do I have a favorite software? Deb asks, do I have a favorite software? I do, as a matter of fact. For simple stuff, I tend to use, as I was using, the Apple Photos stock app. It is actually really versatile and really useful, and it incorporates some of the features from Apple's older professional software called Aperture, and I expect to see more of those features come back as Apple keeps improving their stock photos app, because they rebooted it a while ago. Instead of having iPhoto and Aperture, they took the two teams, put them together, and hopefully we get a Reese's peanut butter cup effect, where it's, you know, you put your chocolate in my peanut butter, you put your peanut butter in my chocolate. This is pretty good. So hopefully that becomes like the penultimate. Actually, it's shaping up really nicely. For more advanced, I really like Affinity Designer. Affinity Photo. I used to be a Photoshop guy for years and years, and I was certified by Adobe and all of that, and I was really like I used it all the time. I've really switched everything over to Photoshop. However, Pixelmator is a fantastic option as well, especially on the Mac, if you're looking for something on PC. If you're looking for something free, by the way, there's something called the GIMP. It's a free software, and it's photo editing. It is powerful. It is not as user-friendly. It requires a lot more overhead to learn, but what do you expect? It's free, but it is well documented, and it does have a good community around it. So I am getting a message from Richie, who's, oh, nice to see you, Richie, who is asking, do you know if Apple is putting out a new iPad? I don't. Even way back when I worked for Apple, they would never tell us before the announcements were made. So I have no insider info yet, but we'll find out. Follow the order, skin, eyes, etc. There is, for those of you doing a lot of portraits, there is a red eye reduction, because those of you with light eyes, I know that's quite a few of you, those of you with light eyes, when you get the red, but thankfully we don't use flashes much anymore because the digital cameras are so good, but if you have older photos that have that red eye effect, there is actually a brush. The biggest trick to that brush is adjust the size of the brush to just the size of the pupil, not any larger, because you really just want to do like one tap, literally a touch. So yeah. Spam, yes, I was getting a spam. Somebody was like, oh, do you want to advertise to increase your views? Not right now, especially not while I'm live broadcasting, thanks. And Mike, thank you for tuning in, Mike. What's a good software for Windows for Windows that compares to Final Cut on Mac? The obvious choice is Adobe Premiere. However, Adobe Premiere can get quite pricey, especially because you cannot just buy Adobe Premiere and install it. It comes as part of the Creative Suite, and you need to pay monthly for the Creative Suite. So you know what, Mike? It's a fabulous question, and something I will look into, and I will answer it on tomorrow's live, just so I can give you something a little more, in depth, because I want to give you a really good answer for that. So thank you so much thank you guys for tuning in, especially for the second part. And yeah, so just answering the questions that I didn't get the first time around. Love the questions. Guys, keep the questions coming. Hit me up in the comments on this video, that video, any of the previous videos. I swear, any of the comments, I get them. Anything on YouTube, I get. Anything on Twitch, I'm actually on Twitch as well. So anything on Twitch, I get. So guys, thanks for tuning in. Remember that tomorrow it's going to be 6:45. So we'll see you then. All right, have a great evening, y'all. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow at 6:45.